There is a silence that destroys the soul of an entrepreneur. It isn't the silence of a quiet room, it is the digital silence. You spend 6 months building a website, you design the logo, you write the blogs, you perfect the product, you launch it to the world filled with hope. And then, nothing happens, no clicks, no visitors, no sales. Just the blinking cursor and the realization that you are stranded on a desert island in the middle of an infinite ocean, screaming for help, while billions of people are partying on the mainland. The number one reason businesses fail is not a bad product. It is not bad design, it is obscurity. It is the inability to get traffic. The cost of acquiring a customer today is at an all-time high. Facebook ads are expensive. Google SEO takes years. Trying to build your own traffic engine from scratch is like trying to build your own highway just to drive your car. But what if you didn't have to build the highway? What if you didn't have to find the customers? What if you could simply set up a shop inside a stadium that is already filled with 50,000 screaming fans who are holding their credit cards in the air? There is a strategy used by the smartest technical founders in the world, but it is rarely discussed in the make money online circles because it requires a shift in perspective. It requires you to stop trying to be the king and start being the power broker. This is the concept of ecosystem arbitrage, or the barnacle strategy. Instead of building a standalone business, you build a micro-utility that lives inside a massive existing ecosystem. You attach yourself to a whale, like Shopify, Salesforce, Chrome, or Canva, and you let them bring the customers to you. Today, we are going to break down how to go from zero to millionaire by building micro-SaaS, software-as-a-service products that solve tiny, painful problems for users who are already spending money. You don't need to be a master coder. You don't need venture capital. You just need to understand how to spot a gap in a giant's armor. Let's dismantle the traffic myth. The world tells you, build it and they will come. This is a lie. The truth is, go where they already are. Imagine a river. Trying to build a standalone website is like digging a hole in the desert and praying for rain. Using the barnacle strategy is like dropping a bucket into the Amazon River. The flow is already there. You just need to capture a tiny, tiny fraction of it to be wealthy. This works because of a fundamental flaw in big tech companies. Companies like Shopify or Slack or Microsoft are too big. They have to build features that satisfy millions of people. They cannot build features for everyone. They leave gaps. Maybe a Shopify store owner needs a specific way to print a receipt in a weird format for German tax law. Shopify will never build that. It's too small for them. But for you, that small problem is $1 million business. This is the unique idea. You get rich by picking up the crumbs that billionaires drop. To a billionaire company, a $10 million opportunity is a crumb. To you, it is life-changing wealth. Here is the 5-phase roadmap to becoming an ecosystem millionaire. Phase 1: the whale selection. You cannot attach yourself to a sinking ship. You need a platform that is growing and, more importantly, a platform that has an app store or a marketplace. This marketplace is your distribution channel. It is your free marketing. Here are the best whales to hunt in 2025. The e-commerce whale, Shopify. Shopify App Store. Store owners are desperate for tools that increase sales. They spend money to make money. This is the highest value ecosystem. The browser whale, Google Chrome. Chrome Web Store. Millions of users need productivity tools, ad blockers, and organizers. The design whale, Canva. Canva apps. Canva is exploding. Creators need specific tools to edit images or generate data. The corporate whale, Salesforce or Slack. App Exchange. Businesses pay thousands of dollars for tools that save their employees 10 minutes. You must pick one, do not dabble. You need to learn the culture of that specific ocean. Let's stick with Shopify for this example because the intent to spend is highest. Phase 2: the negative review audit. How do you find the idea? You don't brainstorm. Brainstorming is guessing. We don't guess, we investigate. You are going to go to the app store of your chosen whale. You are going to look for the most popular apps. And then you are going to do something counterintuitive. You are going to ignore the 5-star reviews. You are going to filter by 1-star and 2-star reviews. You are looking for a pattern of pain. You will see comments like, "Great app, but I wish it could do X. I hate that this app doesn't integrate with Y. Why is this so complicated? I just want a simple button that does Z." That Z is your product. You are looking for the unfulfilled feature. Maybe you find a popular inventory management app, but everyone is complaining that it doesn't send low stock alerts via WhatsApp. Boom, that is your business. The WhatsApp low stock alert plugin. You aren't trying to rebuild the whole inventory system. You are just building the alert. You are unbundling the feature. Simplicity is your weapon. The big apps are bloated and slow. You are fast and specific. Phase 3: the no-code build. Now the objection comes up, I don't know how to code. In 2015, this was a problem. In 2025, this is an excuse. You have two options, both of which cost almost nothing. Option A, the AI assistant. You can use tools like Cursor or Replit. You can literally type in plain English, build me a Shopify script that checks inventory levels and sends a WhatsApp message via API when stock hits 5. The AI will write the code, it will debug the code, it will tell you how to host the code. You are the architect, the AI is the bricklayer. Option B, the no-code wrapper. Tools like Bubble or Make, formerly Integromat, allow you to build logic visually. You connect the Shopify API to the WhatsApp API using a drag-and-drop interface. It looks like drawing a flowchart. Your goal here is an MVP, minimum viable plugin. It doesn't need a beautiful logo. It doesn't need a complex dashboard. It just needs to solve the one specific pain point you found in the reviews. If it saves the store owner time, they do not care if it is ugly. They care that it works. Phase 4, the marketplace optimization. This is where you win. This is your free traffic. When you launch your app on the Shopify App Store or Chrome Store, you are playing an SEO game. You need to name your app exactly what people are searching for. Don't call it Inventory Wizard. That means nothing. Call it WhatsApp Stock Alerts and Low Inventory Notify. You are stuffing the keywords into the title. When a store owner is panicked about running out of stock, they search Stock Alert. Your app pops up, they see your icon, they see your promise, set up in 2 minutes, no coding required. They click Install. Here is the magic of the micro SaaS economics. You charge a small amount. Let's say $9.99 a month. It's a no-brainer price. A store owner making $10K a month won't even think about $10, but you get 100 users, that's $1,000 a month. You get 1,000 users, that's $10,000 a month. And because it is software, your costs are flat. You pay $50 a month for server hosting. The rest is profit. Phase 5, the bundling scale. Once you have one barnacle attached to the whale, you don't just sit there, you clone the process. You find another 1-star review on a different app, you build a second micro app, maybe one-click returns label printer, maybe birthday discount email sender. Now you have a portfolio, you have 5 apps each making $2,000 a month, that is $10,000 a month, $120,000 a year. You are a 6-figure earner, but we promised millionaire. So how do we get there? The exit event. This is the secret of the Silicon Valley elite. You don't get rich from cash flow, you get rich from the exit. Recurring revenue software is the most valuable asset class in the world. Investors love it because it is predictable. Typically, a micro SaaS business sells for a 4x to 6x multiple of its annual recurring revenue ARR. If your portfolio of little apps is making $120,000 a year in profit, you can sell that portfolio for $500,000 to $750,000. You can list it on marketplaces like MicroAcquire. There are private equity firms that specifically buy these Shopify apps. They roll them up into bigger bundles. You build it, you run it for a year, you sell it. You take that $500K, you put it into the S&P 500. And then you do it again, do it twice, and you are a millionaire. The psychology of the parasite. Why does this feel wrong to some people? Because we are taught to be independent. We are taught that relying on a platform is risky. What if Shopify bans you? This is a valid fear, but it is risk arbitrage. The risk of building your own platform and getting zero traffic is 99%. The risk of building on Shopify and getting banned is 1%. I will take the 1% risk any day. You are not a parasite, you are a symbiote. The Remora fish cleans the shark needs the Remora. Shopify needs you, they cannot build every feature. They need an army of developers making their platform better. If you make their merchants more money, they will protect you. You are an asset to the whale. The AI multiplier. This is where 2025 gets interesting. The whales are all integrating AI. Shopify has AI, Salesforce has AI, but the AI is generic. You can build specialized AI wrappers. For example, an AI that specifically reads customer reviews for a fashion store and categorizes them by fit issues versus color issues. Generic ChatGPT can't do that automatically within the store's dashboard. Your micro app can. You use the OpenAI API, pipe in the data, and display the result. You are selling AI intelligence applied to a specific, boring business problem. The barrier to entry. The barrier here is not money. It costs maybe $100 to start developer account fees. The barrier is technical confidence. Most people look at a line of code and freeze. They think, I'm not a tech guy. But tech guy is just a label. It is not a biological trait. You can learn the basics of how an API works in a weekend on YouTube. You are not trying to build the next Facebook. You are trying to move data from point A to point B. It is digital plumbing. And plumbers get paid. The zero start. So what is your homework? Pick your ecosystem, go to the Shopify App Store or the Chrome Web Store. Spend 3 days reading reviews, do not skip this, read 500 reviews. Create a pain log, write down every complaint, look for duplicates. If 10 people complain about the same thing, that is a product. Mock it up, draw what the solution looks like on a piece of paper. A button here, a window here. Build or partner, use ChatGPT to try and code it. Or find a hungry developer on Upwork and say, I have the spec, I have the market research. You build it, we split profits 50-50. Many developers are great at coding but terrible at finding ideas. You bring the idea, that is your equity. The emotional truth. The world is full of glamour businesses that lose money. Restaurants, fashion brands, influencer agencies, they look cool, they feel cool, but they are brutal. The Barnacle strategy is uncool. You are building a receipt printer plugin. You are building a tab organizer. It is boring, it is invisible, but when you wake up in the morning and check your phone and see that 50 people installed your app while you were sleeping and your Stripe account grew by $500, it feels pretty cool. You are leveraging the billions of dollars that Shopify and Google spent on marketing. You are letting them do the heavy lifting. You are just enjoying the ride. Stop trying to create the wave. The wave is already here. Grab a surfboard and paddle out. The ocean is waiting.